All right, take two with this because I thought I was recording this whole time and I wasn't. So I brought you guys on my last hike. It was at Twin Lights. I was all the way in the winter time. It's now almost summer. My goal is to hit every single state park in New Jersey. I have no timeline for it. You know, I think I could do it in a whole year. But with my work schedule and everything else going on with life in general, it's just hard to do. Today I'm at Allaire State Park. This is one of my favorite state parks. This place is really cool because it has a historic village. There's a whole bunch of hiking, there's camping. The trails let you ride your bike. You can go horseback riding on some trails. And there's a bike path that goes from, I think, Manasquan, which is, you know, on the Jersey Shore, all the way here. And I think the bike path you can take all the way to Trenton, which is our state's capital. I think it's broken up in some spots. So maybe I'll do that trail one day too. I know there's a huge gap between when I was my video from the winter time until now. I had some personal things going on. I was a little sick. I just kind of catch a break with my body, and all that kind of became priority. And now I'm slowly, you know, getting my strength back and feeling a little bit better. And I think the vitamin D definitely helps. So today I'm going to do the Pine Trail, which I think is just under 5 miles. If I have time, I'm going to go to the Allaire Village. That place is really, really cool. I might try to buy a state parks pass because I think that might work out in my favor. Today is also my birthday, so I took time off of work just so I could do this. So come with me on my hike. All right, let's go. So bear with me, I am very new to this attempted influencer stuff. But I think I've done this trail before, or at least part of it. I've done many trails in the park before. So excited to do this. The reason why I picked it was I think it's the longest trail in the park. Of course you can, you know, do multiple trails in one day, but that's why I picked this one. So, but I think there's gonna be a little bit of elevation, which is nice because I've been doing a lot of flat stuff lately. So those who don't know, New Jersey has been in a major drought. Probably one of the most severe droughts I think in 50 years. And there's a place called the Manasquan Reservoir that I went to, and you can almost walk out to the middle of the reservoir. Like, that's how much of a drought we were in. Forest fires, everything. And then from March until June, every single weekend it's rained, at least a Saturday or Sunday or both days. And then during the weekdays, it's been pretty rainy and cold. And I think we're finally out of the drought, which is good. I mean, I think we're barely out, but sorry, I had to let a cyclist and a runner pass me. But yes, we were in a pretty severe drought, and I think we're out of it. And this whole past week, it's been raining. And the nice thing about this trail is I think I'm not really near any swamps or anything. Cause I didn't want to deal with mosquitoes. Before I came out, I like literally doused myself in DEET. Yeah. And a really big thing here are ticks. Getting Lyme disease is very common, so yeah. And another thing is I'm going camping this weekend. I picked a spot, I believe in Wharton State Forest down in South Jersey in the New Jersey Pine Barrens, which is a national reserve. So it's protected by the Department of the Interior. There was a forest fire there, and I'm pretty sure it's 90% contained. And between all the rain that we had this week, and it's supposed to rain later in the day today, I think we will be okay as well. So keep you updated on that. And I'm finally getting my kayak back, so I should be going kayaking, or at least attempting to. And I'm literally wearing long pants because I just thought I was gonna get eaten alive by mosquitoes, and I'm not. And I think it's like 80 degrees outside, which is weird because past 2 days it was like 50s and 60s. I definitely got turned around for a second. So this part of Monmouth County is not part of the Pine Barrens. It's right there, like on the cusp of it, like this park, Turkey Swamp, County Park. I think we're all right there on the cusp of, but they're not in the protection area. I mean, they're protected by the, you know, New Jersey DEP, but not federally. And I mean, in this area, it's mostly sandy loam soil, so it kind of looks like Florida. And I'm trying not to video too much because like there's a lot of side trails that look like they're the trail, but they're not. And I don't see any markers on them, so I gotta actually pay attention. I'm not trying to get lost out here. See, me and my friend years ago got lost in Allaire, probably not paying attention. We ended up on a golf course somewhere, and we got yelled at, chased off, and we're like, we're lost. We had no cell phone service or anything. Like, we were covered in mud. Yeah, it was crazy. So I'm trying not to have that happen again. Oh, this is cool. I think a lot of people just must ride their bikes over here. It's like literally the perfect place to do that. And even if I were to get lost, there's like so many people here today for like a Wednesday in the middle of the day, which is actually really nice to see. People are utilizing New Jersey's, you know, park systems, because like we are really a beautiful state and there really is a lot to do here. And I know we get a lot of flack for being like the armpit of America and we're polluted and like just forest. It's really green. It's really nice. So, but yeah, get lost. I'll ask someone directions. And anyways, when me and my friend got lost after we got chased off the golf course, we ended up just like bushwhacking until we hit like a main road. Definitely got covered in poison ivy. And then that's when we got like cell service and we were able to use like our GPS on like our phone. And granted, this was probably 2013 when this happened, so there wasn't like I don't know, like I feel like GPSs weren't that great back then. So yeah, and it was more common to have net cell service in a lot of places. So yeah, but I think I'll be fine today. And plans and goals for the summer. Some of you may know I was a competitive swimmer my whole life, and I really wanted to do triathlons. And I really started getting into that, and I was training for it, and I was signed up for one. And then I fractured my hip in 2 places. I had a double stress fracture, so I couldn't really work out that much. And I kind of like finally like recouped myself, and I was just starting to get into the swing of running, and the pandemic hit. And if you have a stress fracture in your hip, you're really not supposed to run a lot. And I was basically biking and swimming, but it wasn't running. So that was like a big blow. And then, I don't know, New Jersey in particular was very, very shut down compared to other states. So good luck trying to get a pool. Especially with like my leg, I was just really only stuck with running.
Time, 22 minutes, 15 seconds. Total distance, 1.0 miles. Average pace, 22 minutes, 15 seconds per mile. Split pace, 22 minutes, 15 seconds per mile.
Yeah, so I guess I gotta walk a little bit faster. So that's my goal, is to maybe sign up for like a 5K here or there. Yeah, before I got injured, before the pandemic, I was consistently running like at a 7:30 pace, and I can keep that going for like 8 miles. Yeah, and you know, I was swimming probably 5 days a week. You know, I was not hitting my college times, but I was getting close to it. Yeah, and I was blessed to have many bike trails and the boardwalk and everything by me growing up, so I always had a place to ride my bike really long distances. So yeah, but I know I've always loved hiking, and I don't know, maybe one day I'll get into trail running and doing like those ultra marathons, so that'd be cool. And I gotta say, these influencers who talk while hiking, give them a lot of you know, kudos to them. Like, it's kind of hard. I know. Big people I watch are Homemade Wanderlust, which is Dixie, and Kelly Hayes Hikes. I watch Stella, First Church of the Masochist. Those are kind of like, I guess, my idols. Oh, Kyle Hates Hiking, all of them. So, but I don't know, my page probably won't get as big as theirs one day, but it'd be cool. I can always try. My ultimate goal is to do the Appalachian Trail. I would love to do like basically the whole Eastern Continental Trail. I lived in Florida, so I would love to do the Florida Trail, Pinhoti, Bent-McKay, Foothills. I would like to go, you know, do some of the International Appalachian Trail. I think that would be like really, really cool. But yeah, gotta start small. No idea what this is. Station well. Electrical survey. I don't know. Interesting. I spoke too soon. The bugs are here. Definitely got bit by a few mosquitoes, even in the places I doused with DEET. Yeah, there was like one time I was hiking in Chesapeake State Park, and I was living in Florida at the time, and I swear, I don't care what anyone says, I think New Jersey is worse with mosquitoes. Yeah, but I did a trail there, a trail that I always do, and you know, I wanted to be nice and relaxing before I flew back home, and my dad dropped me off, and I ended up sprinting like a whole 3.5 miles, like through up and down the hills, just because my dad had left. He wasn't gonna turn right back around and come get me, and I was just getting eaten alive by bugs, and that just turned into a 3.5 mile trail run, and I came out with welts all over me, and my dad's like, "Did you fall?" I was covered in so much blood from just splattering the mosquitoes. It looked like I got like puncture wounds all over my body. It was really gross. Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. It does not show on the map anywhere where it makes a fork in the road, and I'm not towards the end where it should be looping in on itself. And the map doesn't show that. I don't know. I'm gonna go this way. Stay right. So I'm like averaging 22 minutes per mile. Just like not where I want to be. This past winter, when I was in better shape before I got pretty sick, I was hiking in a county park called Hartshorn, and the elevation gain there is actually almost 1,000 feet when I did like the whole perimeter of the park, and I think that was 11 or 12 miles, and I was averaging like 17 minute miles while like hiking. So yeah, but again, like I said before, I used to do a 7:30 pace for running, and the other day I ran, I literally was doing like I think I did an 11 minute pace one day and a 12-minute pace the other day. So yeah, baby steps. It's a little discouraging, but getting back. Don't mind me taking random pictures of mushrooms. I do iNaturalist, so I try to pop in there every once in a while when I can. Look at that fungus. I think it's like a devil's blood mushroom or something. Could be wrong. Let me take a poke. I think like, oh, I'm trying not to get poison ivy on me. But yeah. Stuff's wild. I will tell you today, dark colors were not the move. I'm thankfully very shaded right now. If I had a like more exposed trail, it would have been a different story. Gone through like a majority of the water. I made sure to have like a quarter of like an element before I came out, and I made sure to drink a lot of water before I did this. So yeah. So I think I got like over the peak of the loop of the trail, so should be more than halfway done at this point, which I'm happy. I need to take a cold shower after this. It just got super overcast. There was supposed to be like, it was supposed to rain all day today, and then changed, and but I know we're supposed to get thunder and lightning later in the evening, but maybe it's coming sooner now. Not gonna lie, if it started raining a little bit, I'd be totally okay with it. I probably have like a smidge over a mile left, but yeah, big moves. This one's like really cool. I finished my hike. I think it's gonna downpour any minute, and I have a doctor's appointment later. And I just got a little bit of a time crunch right now, so I will do Allaire State Park, or the village, a different day. And I can always buy my state park pass this weekend when I go camping. But yeah, that was about 4.5 miles. It was 137 feet of elevation gain, which is not a lot, but I am pretty close to the coast right now, so that, you know, makes sense. But yeah, stay tuned for more, subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram on Kimby Hike. Thank you, have a good one, bye.